Tyrone Dobbs, Alan Halsall, life CHA #inged forever when he became the victim of a hit and run, as tearaway teens Dylan Wilson, Liam McCheyne, and Brody Michaelis, Ryan Mulvey, swerved a stolen car to avoid hitting Betsy Swain, Sydney Martin, ploughing into poor Ty and leaving him with life-altering injuries. Discovered by Carla Connor, Alison #King, and DS Lisa Swain, Vicky Myers, Tyrone was loaded into an ambulance and taken straight to hospital, where his family, Fizz Dobbs, Jenny McAlpine, and mum Cassie Plummer, Claire Sweeney, were told that Tyrone had suffered 2 fractured vertebrae and had a blood clot pressing against his spine and needed emergency surgery. When Tyrone woke up, he was horrified to find that he couldn't feel his legs, with a doctor later confirming that it could be years before any feeling returned. As he's coming round and he's clearly in lots of pain, he has this realization that something isn't quite right and he can't feel his legs. There's just a hell of a lot of fear, wondering how he's got there, why he's feeling like this. He is terrified, Alan Sy #D at the time. Initial #lie, there is a concern that he might not get up at all. There's real fear there, and not just fear from Tyrone but fear from Fizz and the kids and his mum and gran. They don't know if he'll walk again or how life is going to look going forward. But he knows they will all try to stick together and face what the future holds. Following his terrifying ordeal, Tyrone came home, though confined to a wheelchair, and he now relies on his family to help him with day-to-day tasks. On the extra help required, specifically from Fizz, Alan said, "I think Tyrone obviously knows that a lot of the pressure will fall on Fizz, the kids, work, the house. He's aware of that, and I don't think he wants to add his stress onto her shoulders." Next week, Tyrone is determined to stick to his rehabilitation plan, with Cassie helping him with highest exercises. Sloppy Cassie, however, is easily bored, and when she gets a text from Steve, is quick to shoot off to see her boyfriend. Upon her return, however, she's confronted with the sight of Tyrone on the floor in utter agony, having fallen out of his wheelchair. Tyrone's ongoing journey aims to accurately represent the #RU reality of people who have suffered spinal injuries, with Spinal Injuries Association being on hand to advise and guide the writing staff on Tyrone's journey. Seeing the impact on his life and those around him like Fizz will increase public understanding of the experience for the 105,000 people living with spinal cord injury across the UK, many of whom struggle to access the care and expertise they need, a spokesperson said of the story. Speaking on how much the charity has helped him in his portrayal of the injury in Coronation Street's dedication to telling the story truthfully, Alan said, "The show's brilliant at doing the research. The thing I #S with a spinal injury, though, is that they're different for every single person. So speaking to the medical professionals who are on set, I'm wanting to know, how much can I turn my shoulders? How much can I turn my head?" But everybody has a different reaction to their surgery, and therefore there is no real timeline. It means that we don't have to be so specific, because that could also bring its challenges. But it's being aware that there are people at home who this has happened to for real. The charity is also arranging for us to meet someone who has been living through a similar situation, so it will be invaluable to get some insight from them.